Hello everyone, welcome to the Street Crime UK YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more exciting true crime content. Today we look at two Northern Irish men who ran a drugs party pack import-export business using an online underworld marketplace known as the Silk Road. Ryan Michael Millligan, 29, from Dundrum, Codown, and Ryan Thomas McManus, 31, from Ava Street in South Belfast, were sentenced for over 40 drug offences. After pleading guilty to a range of offences committed over an 18-month period, both men were handed 7-year sentences, half of which will be served in prison, with the remaining 3.5 years on licence upon their release. During today's sentencing at Belfast Crown Court, it emerged that a third man who was facing 2 charges linked to the operation passed away last night. Conor Devaney, 36, from Dwelling Park in Newcastle, Codown, appeared in court last week when the Crown set out its case against the 3 men. However, Judge David McFarlane was informed today that Devaney had died. The pair were snared in an international operation involving the Serious Organised Crime Agency, working with the FBI and the PSNI. When investigators arrested the men in August 2013, they seized almost 40 orders containing 15 different Class A and Class B drugs, awaiting dispatch to customers in the US, Russia, Sweden, Ireland, Greece, Israel, as well as in the UK. The 2 men used the Silk Road marketplace to move illegal drugs including cocaine, MDMA, herbal cannabis and methadone into and out of the UK. Their associate Conor Devaney was employed as a courier. During sentencing in Belfast Crown Court, Judge McFarlane said that this was a very detailed investigation on a major drug operation which had the potential to inflict major damage on the wider community. They used aliases, Sonic Drone and Blackwater 86, and would order the drugs through digital communications such as emails, website forums and instant messaging services, using suppliers in the Netherlands, China and North America. They paid with virtual currency such as Bitcoin or money transfer services. They also accepted Bitcoin as payment from their customers. The National Crime Agency today told Belfast Live that the drugs would be shipped to Northern Ireland through the legitimate courier services to either virtual addresses or to the addresses of a trusted associate. They would later be delivered by Mr. Devaney to Mr. Millligan or Mr. McManus. Analysis of computers seized after their arrest showed they used the Silk Road to advertise their services to the worldwide market. Evidence from the FBI's operation against Silk Road in September 2013 showed they facilitated 300 bespoke orders in the 15-month period between May 2012 and July 2013. When officers searched their properties, they seized phones, computers, iPads, passports and banking details, printers, packaging and large quantities of controlled drugs, including cannabis, ecstasy, 4-MEC, amphetamine and LSD substitute tablets with the faces of SpongeBob SquarePants printed on them. Mr. Millligan pleaded guilty to 32 charges, including 6 counts of possession of a Class A controlled drug with intent to supply, 7 counts of possession of Class B controlled drug with intent to supply, and money laundering. Mr. McManus pleaded guilty to 36 charges, including 6 counts of possession of a Class A controlled drug with intent to supply, 7 counts of possession with a Class B drug with intent to supply, and money laundering. Conor Devaney had pleaded guilty to 2 charges, including 1 count of possession of a Class B controlled drug. The NCA operations manager, John Costley, said that drugs destroy communities, and anyone who thinks buying and selling them in the virtual world is safer than buying and selling them on the street is very mistaken. The National Crime Agency, together with its partners locally, nationally and internationally, will protect the UK public by pursuing those involved in serious organised crime, and will pit them before the courts. Defence barrister John McCrudden QC, acting for Mr. McManus, said that his client came before the court with no criminal record and had expressed remorse for his involvement. Mr. McCrudden said that within the prison context, his client, who started taking drugs in his youth, has completed a drugs awareness course and a victim impact programme, and had now gained an insight into his offending and the impact drug offences have on people. The lawyer commented on the lack of guns, cohesion and gangs which usually is associated with dealing drugs. And he also spoke of the Achilles heel of the operation, which was leaving traces using websites such as the Silk Road, which brought them to attention of the authorities. Mr. Eugene Grant QC, the barrister acting on behalf of Ryan Millligan, branded the case as relatively novel, involving modern and sophisticated operations, saying that his client was a bright young man with great IT skills. He spoke of his client's addictive personality, which included problems with alcohol in his teens and a drugs problem in his early 20s, telling the court his client was from a respectable family. Mr. Grant said that it all came crashing down for the father of one in August 2013. He also revealed that Mr. Milligan's mother believed that prior to his arrest her son was going to die. Passing sentence, Judge McFarlane said that he accepted both men became involved in criminality due to their own drugs misuse. However, he branded their offending as a commercial drug operation with the potential to inflict serious damage to individuals and their communities, both here and further afield. The judge ordered that all drugs seized be destroyed. What do you think about the crimes we talked about today, and the party pack style of selling drugs?
Thanks for joining us today. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a like and a share, and leave any thoughts or suggestions you have in the comments section. We love to read through them all. And if you're new but enjoy UK true crime content, then subscribe to see when our newest video releases. And as always, stay safe.